The Settings dialog box contains 4 tabs. Let's take a look at each of them, starting with Text Capture. On the Text Capture tab, you can customize how you want to launch Business Glossary Anywhere when looking for a term and its definition. You can set keyboard and mouse, keyboard from selected text, or both. With keyboard and mouse, you can set the combination of keyboard button plus mouse click, more specifically which part of the mouse you want to click, to create a very quick, easy access to the glossary. For the keys option, you can select a simple one key option of Alt, Control, or Shift. Or if you already use keyboard shortcuts and need a different option to differentiate this tool, you can create a more complex combination of Shift, Alt, and Control keys. In this case, you'll see that the tool is set so that when I press Control and do a left mouse click, it will begin to search for whatever term my cursor is on at the moment. For compound terms, you can choose the color to use for highlighting the exact set of words in the term for which Business Glossary Anywhere should begin looking. If you prefer a more hotkey type of functionality, you can select Keyboard from selected text and set your keyboard combination preference. Again, for the keys option, you can choose the simple key plus value option, or you can choose a more complex combination of keys. The additional value can be set to any alpha character A to Z, or you may choose from the F keys at the top of your keyboard. And you'll see that if you highlight this, a little box will tell you what you can choose. I've chosen Control G for glossary, so it's easy for me to remember. The Host Configuration tab may already be ready to go when the tool is installed on your computer, but if not, this is where you would tell Business Glossary Anywhere the host name for the Business Glossary, set the appropriate port number, and enter or update your username and password. If you have a value in your host name that is different than this value, please do not update your host name to equal this value. This is for training and testing purposes only and is most likely not the region you want to be connecting to. If you need to set up the host name and port number but you don't know the appropriate information to provide, please contact the Enterprise Data Governance Tools team for assistance. User Preferences is where you can enable or disable the Business Glossary Anywhere welcome screen. This is enabled by default, so the first time you launch your computer after installing Business Glossary Anywhere, the welcome screen will pop up. Disabling the welcome screen will not prevent the tool from launching in the background, so you can feel free to uncheck this option, knowing that Business Glossary Anywhere will still function when you need it to. When you search for a term using Business Glossary Anywhere, you may want to have the number of search results limited to a manageable review size. If, however, you want to broaden the search results, you can change the number of results returned in this middle section of the User Preferences tab. Language settings is defaulted to English. I would recommend leaving this as set, but if for some reason you want to search for something in Brazilian Portuguese or French, you'll want to know that you can change the language settings here on the User Preferences tab. Most people will want to use Business Glossary Anywhere to search for terms or categories of terms. Depending on your roles and responsibilities, however, you may need to search for other types of information. You can select or unselect search types on the Search Items tab. Generally speaking, the default options of term and category are checked and should be sufficient.